Okay, so this is right after I made that last video that you all probably saw. So we did actually get a few more of the little mystery boxes. We got 5 more to be exact. So that means I could have got 7 of the 8 sets, but obviously, odds-wise, that was not very likely. And I just want to go over at first the fact of how big of a sucker I am for minifigures. I have almost all the big name dinosaur minifigures, at least to some extent. So the only big ones that I can think of that I don't have the Collecta minifigures yet. Those are definitely some of the ones that I want to get because I'm a big Collecta fan. And I don't have the Papo minifigures, but I do have some of the Skletch minis. Here's a Pentaceratops, I believe, and a T-Rex. Then we've got Safari Limited, obviously. Here's an Apatosaurus and a Acrocanthosaurus, which you actually all, I mean, if you all saw it, you might have seen featured in that Acrocanthosaurus video I just did a little bit ago. If you haven't seen that, I would definitely recommend watching that. Shameless plug. And then we've got some Groovy 2 books. Here's an Allosaurus and a Styracosaurus. If you don't know what Groovy 2 books are, they were these little sets that, they're really hard to find now, but they used to be like at bookstores and stuff like that. And they would be a book, a game, and a set of like figures. There was only 2 that really had dinosaurs in it. There was a dinosaur one itself, and then there was like a gone extinct one, which just had a bunch of cool different extinct animals. Then I've got some of the Walking with Dinosaurs minifigures. These are from the movie version. So that's the Montosaurus. This is the Gorgosaurus. Definitely like those. And then this is 2 that have not been featured on the channel to any extent. Here's a Pachyrhinosaurus and a Stegosaurus, and this is from Animal Planet's Micro Kingdom, which was a set that used to be, I only found them at Toys R Us, so I don't know if they were like a Toys R Us exclusive, but they would come in these big play sets that had like Jeeps and stuff that looked like the Jurassic Park Jeeps, but that's them. So obviously you can tell I like minifigures a lot, so we'll get them off screen. So if you haven't seen the last video of the Jurassic World figures, these were the ones that we ended up getting. We got the set of Yanchuanosaurus and Blue the Velociraptor, and then we got the Gallimimus and the Quetzalcoatlus. And then that big Giga in there, I mean, it's not really that big of a Giga, but it's not part of the mini set. And then also to go with minifigures, we got this Jurassic World blind bag type thing. This was from the original Jurassic World, though. So now let's just get right into the other minifigures. So the first one I ended up opening, well, actually the first one I didn't really open, so I'll explain that real quick. So pretty much I went and I got these figures, obviously, and then we went and ate, and then we ran back and I got some more. So let's see, which one was the first one I got? Not that one. Not that one. Here. Okay, so the first one was open in the store. So there was 5 laying on the shelf, and I had enough money to buy 5. And then there was like a box of the set behind them. So I pretty much knew, I had enough money to buy 5, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna buy the 5 sitting here. But then I realized one was open, and I was like, oh no. So then I saw that it was open, and it just so happened to be one of the ones I needed, and one of the ones I really liked, the Giganotosaurus. So the Giga was one of the 2. It and T-Rex were the only 2 that were like bigger, but standalone. And its jaw actually does open, which is kind of funny considering this figure has legs articulated and arms articulated, but no jaw articulated. And this figure only has the jaw articulated. So, honestly, this one might be the move if you're only going to get one. But, you know, obviously that one's easier to find since you can find that one pretty easily. But I was really glad that this one happened to be the one open. So, we were able to add the Giga without actually having to, like, go through the mystery. Um, and then the second one I opened was another good one. Old Rexy. The dinosaur that just so happened to pretty much help defeat Giga. Also, the only articulation on Rexy is the jaw. But, nice Tyrannosaur to add to the collection. So far we've not gotten any repeats, which was awesome. And then the next one I opened was it this one? No. It has to be this one. Was this one, which was the Lystrosaurus and the Therizinosaurus. So, out of the first 5, no duplicates. Here we are, the Lystrosaurus and the Therizinosaurus. One thing that you have to pretty much give praise to on this Jurassic World movie and the figures that they use, they did not go all just crazy popular dinosaurs. Therizinosaurus is a pretty popular dinosaur actually now, but not crazy popular, like obviously not Rex level. And Lystrosaurus, not really a dinosaur, but it is a very popular prehistoric animal, but not very popular as far as like toys and stuff. And that's just really cool. Jurassic World did branch out a lot. We got Lystrosaurus, Dreadnoughtus, Moros, all in the movie, so got to give them some credit for that. One thing about this figure line that I'm kind of surprised, and there might be some like non-blind bag version that you can get it in, is the Carnotaurus and the Allosaurus. Obviously, I'm a big Allosaurus fan, so that was kind of unfortunate. But we did, in the next two, we got actually another non-repeat. Baryonyx and Iguanodon. Oh, I didn't even think, that's kind of funny that, Baryonyx has actually been discovered, with Iguanodon bones in its stomach. So it's kind of funny that, they happen to be the two put together. These are very, like, rubbery figures, I must say. That Iguanodon actually looks really good, I must say. Like, all these figures actually look really good, but that Iguanodon actually looks like really, really good. So, an Iguanodon got added, and a Baryonyx. Does it have jaw articulation? Does not appear to have jaw articulation. But, still, nice, good theropod. Kind of funny that those were the two that happened to, be in the same set. And then we had one more dinosaur. So, obviously, we only needed 2 left. We needed the not the iguana. We needed the Triceratops Pteranodon pack, or the, what was the last one I would have needed? The Stegosaurus and the Atrociraptor. But we got a repeat, but it was Rexy. So, of the ones to get a repeat of, Rexy is definitely not one I'm going to complain about getting a repeat of. So, pretty glad, obviously I would have liked to have gotten 7 of the different ones, but if we had to get a repeat, Rexy's obviously the one that most people would want the repeat to be. So, overall, a lot of fun opening all these figures, and I'm going to try to attempt to get those last 2 figures I need. The only ones I need are the Triceratops Pteranodon and the Stegosaurus Atrociraptor pack. So, had a ton of fun showing these off. Definitely recommend trying to find these if you can. And I think they should have. Obviously, I know they sell them at Meijer in store, and Kroger's website showed that they had them, and Walmart probably has them, at least, or had them. So I would definitely recommend getting these figures. They were only like $3. This bigger one that was in the last video is only like $5, and it's obviously not that big of a figure, but definitely a nice little one, especially if you're like me and just really wanted the Giganotosaurus, or if you happen to really like the Therizinosaurus or really like blue. Kind of weird that they didn't do Rex, like I said before, but I definitely, with me being a big Giga fan, I was glad that this happened to be one of the figures that got this size. But overall, those were all the ones I got, and I'm glad to add them to my collection of other dinosaur minifigures. So thank you all so much for watching, and I think we're out.